Hunt above the storm. The sky is never quiet. By the second evening, the clouds split open like a wound, and a storm pours out. Sereth's wings tilt under the gust of wind, and Adrian tightens his grip on the saddle. His other hand finds the sword without thinking. There is a sharp scream inside the storm, too deliberate to be nature. 3 shadows dive from behind the clouds. Their wings cut like sickles, and riders in ice armor cling to their backs. Dragon riders of the Frost-Crown Kingdom. They have arrived earlier than the stories said, and they are here for the same reason. "Give up the flame," one of them shouts. The wind tears the words apart. Sereth answers with a deep roar, like thunder inside a well. Adrian wastes no breath. He does only one thing. He makes a way forward. An iron-cold arrow scrapes his shoulder plate, shaving off a chip of metal. Sereth twists hard. The storm becomes both shield and trap. Adrian draws his sword, and the blade flashes once in the snow mist, like a brief star. The dragons cross in the air, wings slam like war drums, claws rake scales, and sparks jump in the dark. Adrian leans low as they pass. His sword cuts across a saddle strap. The sound of it snapping disappears into the wind. One enemy rider slips, reaches for anything, and grabs only empty air. He falls into the black space under the clouds, swallowed by the storm. The other 2 do not retreat. They fight harder because they know their own fire is dying too. One rider crushes a shard of frost crystal in his fist. The crystal bursts into needles of ice that fly towards Sereth's eyes. Sereth screams and turns its head, blinking fast. For a moment, its rhythm breaks. Adrian's stomach drops like a stone. He is not afraid for himself. He is afraid of what happens if he fails. If he falls here, the city will fall with him. The people who still believe the light torch can rise again. The king who placed the last knight in Adrian's hands. Their hope ties itself around his chest like rope. It hurts, but it also holds him up. Adrian takes the second wave of ice needles on his shoulder. His armor rings with sharp taps. He lifts his sword and points the tip into the thickest wall of cloud. "Sereth," he calls. The dragon understands the decision in his voice. Sereth pulls its wings tight and dives straight into the heart of the storm. The enemy riders chase, sure this is panic. Inside the clouds, the world turns strange. Hail hides like dark stones. Lightning twists like white snakes. Adrian forces himself to count each wingbeat. He finds the pattern, then waits. When a bolt of lightning strikes down, he moves. He shifts hard to the side, one clean turn at the exact moment. Sereth skims past the edge of the lightning. Heat and electricity scatter bright sparks across its scales. The first enemy rider is slower by half a breath. Lightning hits the dragon's wing bone. A scream tears through the storm. The dragon spins out of control like a kite with a broken string and drops. The last enemy rider pulls back and circles outside the clouds. He does not leave. He waits for a better angle to kill. Below, the storm thins for a moment. A white plane appears, bright enough to sting the eyes. At its center stands an ancient stone ring, like the finger bones of a giant. In the middle of the ring, a crack glows red. It is not light, it is heat. The source of the life torch is there.